Hey guys, welcome back to Smells Like Teen Angst. I'm Keiki, and today we are going to be talking about Bridgerton, Season 3, Part 2. Before we get into this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, so you can keep coming back to me. All right, let's get into it.
Congratulations. But you must admit it's all rather sudden.
I have known her a very long time. But perhaps it did all happen rather swiftly.
Season 3, Part 2. Well, Shonda, you kept it steamy this season. And I can say I am truly satisfied. The music for Part 2 is great. I really love these classical covers of modern music. We had like lights from Ellie Goulding. We had some Arctic Monkeys in there. Like, it's really, really fun to bop and dance during these scenes while you're enjoying your characters falling in love. I know everybody was losing it over Pitbull in the carriage, and I can tell you that you're gonna get your love story moments, you're gonna get your Taylor Swift moments, and you're going to be dancing and bopping along this next half of the season just as much as I was. Now, when we were wrapping up this season, we were all wondering, are we gonna get our weddings? Are we gonna get our couplings? Are we gonna get hints to what is going to happen next season? Because no one has given us anything. And let me tell you, absolutely yes. All of it is coming. I am so excited for it. We get a gorgeous wedding. We get a wedding that is literally what you'd imagine for the character that has been built, on top of really diving into these characters that we've grown to love over the last 3 seasons and seeing them come back together in such a tight Bridgerton family way that has us all cooing at the end, and our love and happiness of what a close-knit, beautiful family is. God, I love the Bridgertons. So let's get into the specifics. For you book readers, there are some changes, but I can say I really liked them. They are definitely in line with the story. They're definitely an inspiration of the book, and it moves things forward in a modern way that makes us understand why we're rushing through these marriages. One of the biggest complaints about this first half of the season was that Penelope does not make Colin earn it. So people feel as if Paul and shouldn't really be together. But the character that came forward in Part 2 really held into her feminine strength. We see someone who has full ownership of who they are, who they want to be, and the love that they have for this person. Penelope is not on her soapbox. Penelope is on her stage. She is saying, I want you, and I don't care what type of scrutiny comes to me in the pursuit of you. And for you book readers, we all know Colin has to find out about Penelope's secret. And what I really love about this second half is that they don't make up immediately like they do in the book. It takes some time. He has to earn it. He has to come to terms with his opinion of her and his opinion of himself, and understand that he fell in love with a bad bitch, and that's exactly who he's gonna get. Meanwhile, Colin has been on a self-discovery journey for 3 seasons, and it's so great to see him come full circle here, because he is learning that he can be who he wants to be and who he needs to be with Penelope. She is the key that's going to unlock this chest of everything that he's been searching for the last 3 years. Because, hold up, it's always been her. We now know why they broke some furniture. We now know why everyone is up in arms about Paul and they are on this world tour. Because, baby, they world toured this season of different places that they could have a good time. And we saw them all. Thank you, Shonda. And let's talk about this. Nicola Coughlan getting fully nude was something a lot of people did not want, were up in arms about, and could not keep their goddamn mouth shut about. And you know what? She did it for us. She did it for us plus babes. She put that body on full display, and it is stunning. It is gorgeous. It is just as sexy as any sex scene. And I'm so glad that there were no changes or sacrifices made to try to accommodate what people's opinion is, because all bodies are beautiful and hers is stunning.
It's swift because you...
Are you going to duel with your own brother?
Another thing about this part 2 is that we had some really cute sibling moments. And let me say, I love my siblings, but the way the Bridgertons stand up for each other and come through for each other is something of dreams. Like, you could not build a more close-knit family. And the moments between Anthony and Kate, who's been married in, and Benedict, who we always see off being a little trollop, is all together. At the end of the day, these kids love each other and support each other, and they're going to help each other through this. And I think it could not have been written better. It's very idyllic. It's very dreamy. It might not always be like this in real life, but God, wouldn't it be great if it was?
But perhaps that was your goal, in communicating the secret I told you in confidence. Or can you really just not help being cruel?
Let me pull back for a second, because I want to remind you that I had a very big complaint in part 1. And that is, why are we trying to humanize Cressida Cowper? If you read the books, you know she is diabolical. She is disgusting. She is a terrible human being. And I was so upset that the show was trying to redeem someone who literally has nothing worth redeeming. And in part 2, she proves that. She is exactly who she is. Cressida, I'm glad that you are getting no flowers. And I'm glad that we've come back to see that even if she has been through some sort of struggle, she's not learning from it. Some people can just be awful. And Cressida, girl, you are awful.
It is to truly knowing each other completely.
Eloise, our forgotten character Eloise. We all know in part 1, I'm so over her and Pen not being friends. I hate the way that the character has become so loud and so wrong. Like, she has her opinions and she stands so firm on them, but she also has no real world experience that would make any of them credible. So I'm really glad that in the second half, she gets to redeem herself a little bit. We do get to see Eloise kind of, mend her friendship with Pen, as well as kind of stand up and step out for herself. Who knows, in the coming seasons, maybe we're really going to get the side of Eloise that we got in the books, where she is a strong, independent, intelligent woman who isn't really always up in everyone's business, because that's what she is in the show. And it's quite frustrating. But I'm thankful that she and Penelope have mended their fence. They're back together. They're family now. And we can move past this drama.
Perhaps we can enjoy the silence together.
Now for Francesca. I did say that in part 1, I was kind of concerned that this is supposed to be Francesca's season. We're introducing her. She's coming out. If you are a book reader, we don't know Francesca's love story. We come in after it's ended and she's on a part 2 journey of love. So it's really nice to meet John Sterling and to see who the Earl of Kilmartin was and what her love story is with him, as well as see the character that she was before Lost, because that's when we meet her in the books. And I can say, as much as I wanted her to elope, it didn't happen, but her marriage was very much something that I think is fitting for the couple, fitting for the time period, and fitting for the love that we've really built between these characters. It's also a prime example that love comes in many shapes and forms. Violet Bridgerton is very much, can't eat, can't sleep. I think of nothing else, hot, burning, I burn for you, you are the bane of my existence, the object of all my desires type of love story with her husband. And that's what she wants for all of her children. But not all love is like that. Some love is slow, some love takes time. And I'm really glad that we get to see an example of a couple who just fits, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be toxic. There is a really big what at the end for Francesca readers, and it might be a red herring, it might be a change, who knows? But let me know what you think of it. It's definitely stirring up a story in a way that I did not imagine would happen, and I'm very curious to see where we're going with this, because it'll make some people really happy. I mean, I'm having fun with the idea of it, but it might piss off some people, and well, we all can't be happy.
I shall handle this. Lord Kilmartin, our mother, adores you. But our mother also has an obsession with great love stories.
And let's get back to our forever forgotten sibling who's always around, always out fornicating and living the debaucherous lifestyle, but we've learned nothing about our lovely artist, Benedict. Benedict definitely explored some new avenues this season. And in part 2, we get to see Benedict really step into an offer for a gentleman in a way that I didn't necessarily compute with when I read the book. And I mean, an offer from a gentleman could be a lot of different things. Anyway, that said, I'm very excited for what is to come for Benedict. There was a hint of a masquerade next season. So if you read the books, odds are Benedict's up next to bat. But no assumptions. Let's see where this keeps going. I don't know how many seasons of this show we're going to get. I mean, you could give me 8 with all 8 children, and I will be so happy. I would not complain. Overall, I am impressed. I am happy. I'm satisfied with this season. I am hoping for another spinoff, because we got Queen Charlotte, maybe a Violet Bridgerton story. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
This author cannot tolerate a lie.
I'm sad to say it's over, but thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of Season 3, Part 2. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below to let me know what you think. I am Keiki, and you know you will see me again, especially when it comes to Bridgerton.